Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we are looking at a paper from the Hugging Face Trending List, published on November 20th, 2025, just yesterday. It introduces a unified benchmark called V-ReasonBench that tests how generative video models actually reason over time, across structured problem solving, spatial understanding, visual pattern inference, and simple physical dynamics. The paper is titled V-ReasonBench Toward Unified Reasoning Benchmark Suite for Video Generation Models. And as we will see later, the implications for evaluating video models are quite significant. Also, the authors shared an implementation on GitHub. There you get the full V-ReasonBench evaluation suite, with Python setup instructions, SAM2 checkpoint download, VLMAPI configuration, and a single evaluate script to run different tasks. It also includes the standardized dataset layout and unified JSON evaluation outputs for all video reasoning benchmarks. Figure 1 summarizes how well 6 video generation models reason along the 4 dimensions that V-ReasonBench defines. The circular chart places each dimension on an axis and shows model scores as colored wedges, so longer wedges mean stronger reasoning. Sora 2 clearly leads in structured problem solving, spatial cognition, and pattern-based inference, while Hailuo O2 and Vidu Q2 shine more on physical dynamics. The central legend identifies each model color, which makes the contrasting strength profiles immediately visible. While Figure 1 compared model scores, Figure 2 shows how V-ReasonBench actually runs the evaluation pipeline end-to-end. The left wheel organizes tasks into 4 reasoning dimensions, like structured problem solving, spatial cognition, pattern-based inference, and physical dynamics. The center panel lists the video generation models that create candidate videos. The right evaluation block compares each video's last frame against the ground truth, then assigns a simple pass or fail label. Table 1 spells out what kinds of puzzles actually populate each reasoning dimension and how many videos they account for. Structured problem solving covers things like arithmetic, code execution, Sudoku, and Tic-Tac-Toe, and this group dominates with about 5,000 videos. Spatial cognition focuses on shape fitting, visual symmetry, and color connection tasks. Pattern-based inference includes sequence completion, analogy solving, and rule following, which together form a sizable chunk. Physical dynamics combines block sliding with communicating vessels, which means linked liquid containers balancing fluid levels, plus temperature effects, for roughly 900 videos in total. Figure 4 shows that the automatic scoring system agrees very closely with human judgments across all the different reasoning tasks. Human preference alignment here means how often the pass or fail label from the metric matches what human evaluators decide. The bars for tic-tac-toe, math, code, spatial tasks, and physics tasks all sit near the dashed 97% line, which indicates highly reliable evaluation. Figure 2 shows how these differences translate into concrete scores across models and reasoning types. This table reports pass at 5 accuracy for each model, meaning the chance that at least 1 of 5 generated videos solves a task. Sora 2 achieves the strongest overall reasoning, with especially high structured problem solving. Hailuo O2 and Vidu Q2 stand out on physical dynamics. Seedance 1.0 Lite remains weakest across dimensions, which suggests a priority on visual style over strict logical correctness. Figure 22 shows how each video model stacks up on every individual reasoning task, which makes the strengths and weaknesses much more fine-grained. The circular spider chart places the 13 tasks around the rim and rescales scores within each task for direct comparison. Sora 2 forms the broadest overall shape, especially on Sudoku, Tic-Tac-Toe, and spatial tasks like shape fitting. Hailuo O2 and Vidu Q2 push outward on the physical dynamics tasks, while Seedance 1.0 Lite hugs closer to the center across almost everything. Wrapping up, 2 takeaways stand out. V-ReasonBench turns video generation into an explicit reasoning test, using last frame answers and automatic scoring that humans agree with about 97% of the time, and it exposes sharp differences across models in logic, spatial skills, patterns, and physics. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.